"I baptize with water," John replied. Delving into the text, John is saying, "I baptize with water." The way he is saying, it seems like baptism was not meant to be done with water. Real baptism is not done to the body, but to the soul or spirit, and it is not done with water. It is done with Word God's ultimate power, and can only be done by people who are like Jesus Christ, who have the power of Word, and are also ordered by God to use this power. You guys will then ask, what is the significance of doing this baptism? I would say, since this is a religious ceremony, there is no need to stop doing it. Now, it isn't like you are doing something bad, but you need to still realize, just like John is saying, you guys are using water, only the body is being baptized, not the spirit. Just like John is a normal person, the person doing it is also just a human being, like everybody else, not somebody like Jesus Christ. So the importance behind this ceremony is not too grand. But among you stands one you don't know. Interpreting this text, what "among you" is trying to say is, like we are humans, there is somebody between us that is different from we humans, and he is somebody that we don't know about. Now, why is that? Now, the reason behind this, that in order to understand him, you need to have contact with him and form a kind of relationship with him that it lets you keep on meeting him as often as you can. What this will do is that, like every other relationship, the reason why you keep on pursuing the other person is because of your heart. Now, our heart has the ability to know that among the people you meet, who is genuine and who is bad. People you choose to be with may start with a brain decision, but the reason you choose to stay is because of your heart. What this will do is that if you are able to meet a person like Jesus Christ, now people like him, they are radiating kindness, love, mercy, fearlessness, King's glory, and many more qualities. These people, they are unique people, unique to the extent like there are 8 billion people on the planet. There might only be 8 people like them among we humans. Until the time these people don't want to be recognized, they cannot be recognized. He is the one who comes after me. Now, in this sentence, John seemed to have come under the influence of his brain, and in his egoistical mind seemed to say he is some sort of a very important man, and he is implying that Jesus will come after him. Now, this kind of event, in which people like Jesus come into being, these events are all planned by God, and they will only happen when the time is right. Now, it isn't that they come after you, or before you. They will come at the right appointed time, and will start spreading their message about God. Now, one fact about people who are like Jesus Christ is that the words they speak are all truth, and they are eternally right, and they are sort of like law. What this means is that people like Jesus are incapable of speaking lies, and the things they speak about, they will always stay uniform and constant, no matter when you read them, and the greatest thing about them is that even if they say a lie like moon is black instead of white, it is because they have said it, moon will have to turn black. Now, I know that this is hard for you to fathom, so take it like they never take credit for the things they did. Like, for example, one of their disciples seems to be in a hard time, and he prays for something big, like maybe the place he used to live in has now become a war zone at this time, and this disciple prayed that all kinds of war happening on earth come to an end and the wish is granted. It is in ways like this he will perform miracles that are totally silent. The strap of whose sandals I am not worthy to untie. In this phrase, what John is trying to say is that Jesus and people like Jesus, all of them are world's most respectable people. You can even say it like this, that this word respect was only meant for people like Jesus, and we humans, just like little kids, don't have any ego, pride, or even respect. We should try to be like them. Now when I talk about kids, you will ask, why is that important? Brain 5 properties are desires, anger, greed, lust, and ego. When you see these 5 properties, you will see that except for some desires and little bit of crying, they have no anger, greed, lust, and ego. They are completely free of these 4 properties. That is why there is this saying that kids are so pure and innocent that they have God present in them. Now going back to the text, here John is actually trying be a very loyal and respectful disciple to Jesus Christ and is showing the utmost respect he can show for his Master Jesus Christ. Now this respect is very important and will go a very long way, because only when you respect somebody will you listen to them and then do the work that they want you to do. Otherwise, most of the time brain is there, and he will try to analyze if this work he is trying to make me do, if there is any benefit because of it, or it will say, if you can even do the work that this man is trying to make you do. Or simply like in your ego you are like, how can I trust him? So there is no need to do his work. Let's take an example to understand this. It is like trying to go to a gym. Now most people when they join, they will leave this gym in a month of time, because either they make excuses like it is very hard, or they don't have time, or they need help, the results they want they're not getting, or they want some sort of support like maybe a friend and nobody is there to help you. Now the point is their brain can make a million reasons in order to see to it that you don't do the work that you have to do, but still you have to have the courage and a good heart which trusts God. So courage will see to it that you never decline any work that you are being made to do, no matter how hard the work is, and if you have God behind you, your success is guaranteed.